Vanaand se premier net na 7 is die ware verhaal van die sepiester Deirdre Hall. Sy speel natuurlik die rol van Dr. Malena Evans in Days of Our Lives en die fliek handel oor haar stryd om kinders te hê. So onthou Deirdre Hall's Story After All môre aand net na 7. Maar nou is dit eers tyd vir Hollywood Highlights.
In director Sidney Lumet's 40th film, Night Falls on Manhattan, Lena Olin co-stars as Peggy Lindstrom, an assistant to liberal defense attorney Sam Vigoda, played by Richard Dreyfuss. Lena was born in Stockholm, Sweden in 1955, the daughter of actor-director Stig Olin, and is married to director Lasse Hallström. She began her career performing on stage at the Royal Dramatic Theatre in her hometown of Stockholm. It was there that she met legendary director Ingmar Bergman, who wrote a part in his feature after rehearsal specifically for her. Lena made her Hollywood film debut in the critically acclaimed The Unbearable Lightness of Being in 1988. She received an Oscar nomination the following year for her performance in Paul Mazursky's post-World War II romance, Enemies, a Love Story.
I have to call Jadwiga.
Call her.
Don't be angry.
Call her. But if you love me, you'll take me to the Catskills for my vacation, just like you promised.
I promise. I must stay here in Baltimore another day. In a bookstore. Yeah, I'm in a bookstore. Yeah, well, it's a jungle bookstore. That's right. No. Oh, no, sure. There are jungles in Baltimore. I know that, sweetheart. I know. I miss you, too. Listen, I will call you tomorrow. I promise you that. That's right. Bye-bye. You say hello to the purse for me. Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, come on with me and I'll show you something your judge would react.
Now, you can't be doing this for a living. You're too lousy.
I'm not doing it for a living.
Hollywood has had a tough time finding roles for Lena, miscasting her alongside Robert Redford in director Sidney Pollack's 1990 feature, Havana. Lena Olin also looked uncomfortable playing a psychiatrist involved with patient Richard Gere in Mr. Jones.
Good morning.
Morning.
God, you have the most beautiful smile. I just wanted to say hello.
You miss me, sweetheart.
In 1994, Lena Olin enthralled audiences with her performance in the underappreciated thriller, Romeo is Bleeding. Now, the little-seen Lena makes just her 6th motion picture appearance in 9 years, playing an assistant to a liberal defense attorney, drawn into a romance with prosecuting attorney Andy Garcia, despite conflicting professional agendas. In director Sidney Lumet's Night Falls on Manhattan.
I hate that coy bullshit. I live my life as openly and as honestly as possible. You're completely attractive.
I know.
So now you get 3 a.m. scrambled eggs. I get ice cream, and I hope I'm impressing you enough so that we'll see each other again.
Andy Garcia, nominated for an Academy Award for his performance in The Godfather Part 3, stars in director Sidney Lumet's 40th film, Night Falls on Manhattan. Andy plays a former street cop who, after becoming New York's district attorney, uncovers corruption in the police force so deep that it may have even reached his father. For the first time in his career, Andy spent more time researching and rehearsing his role than actually filming his scenes, a trait all actors experience when working with Lumet.
Sidney's, consummate preparation. But we rehearsed it a lot, so a lot of the stuff has been kind of worked out, certainly worked around it, but talked about, and and you don't have to discover it so much on the day. And we had the benefit of having access to the local court system, you know, night court and certain murder trials that I witnessed here in the city of New York. And also we had the benefit of court television, which is on all the time, you know. But that's kind of more of the kind of schoolwork aspect of it. There are certain, always in the script, emotional obligations to the issues in the subtext of the piece, and that you have to kind of draw from within.
We thought it might be worthwhile for you to talk to him first. Maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing. But if it's something, maybe he'll talk to you. And maybe we can see if there's a way of exercising some damage control in this whole mess.
And I'm supposed to report back to you, is that it?
If I were you, I'd do it, Mr. Casey. It's better to know than not know.
In the political drama, Night Falls on Manhattan, Academy Award winner Richard Dreyfuss co-stars as a liberal defense attorney who opposes Andy Garcia in the courtroom. Although Richard is a 30-year acting veteran, this film marks the first time he has worked with legendary director Sidney Lumet. While on location in New York, Richard described how Lumet's movies have changed since the director's debut with 12 Angry Men 40 years ago, as well as Lumet's eccentric pre-production.
We began rehearsals by reading the script 2 or 3 times. I don't remember exactly how many. And then we read it again through, but we ripped it apart, asking whatever questions each of us might have. And then we got up on our feet and mounted each scene. And we did that for about a week and a half. And that allowed us to become familiar with the scenes themselves, the other actors, the arc of the characters. 12 Angry Men was made pre-drugs. It was made before the world was so corrupted that one could still believe in the institutions that held us up. And that 12 people could walk into a room and come to a real verdict and walk out and acquit someone. Nowadays, we have no such faith. And so the films he makes are reflective of that, not cynicism, but corruption. That even the best of us, like the police, fall.
Why'd you take the case? Because I was after something else.
What?
Sean, the first rule of the drug world, there can't be that much money around without dirty cops. That's what I wanted to get to.
Why? Who appointed you?
My 15-year-old daughter. And she OD'd.
You give up now, we're all going to jail! Here we go!
In the new film from director Jonathan Lynn, the man behind My Cousin Vinny,
Action!
Jeff Daniels, Michael Richards, Charlize Theron, and Rip Torn star in the second most outrageous trial of the century, Trial and Error. Jeff Daniels plays Charles Tuttle, an ambitious lawyer who takes his job very seriously.
He starts out the movie climbing that corporate ladder. I mean, he's gone to Yale Law, he's clerked, he's done all the stuff to lead towards being a very wealthy partner of a Los Angeles law firm.
My wife's cousin got indicted for fraud.
You want me to defend him, sir?
I need you there by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
His only problem is his best friend and struggling actor, Ricky, played by Michael Richards.
The bachelor party's tonight. That's what I'm saying, Ricky. We can't do the bachelor party.
Charlotte. Name of my character is Ricky Rietti. This is one of my favorite scenes from Blood and Family.
Oh, yeah!
I think he believes he's a very good actor, just It's tough to get a job in Hollywood.
These two guys are really good friends.
And just before Charles's big case,
You got the continuance in Petrumco oil.
Tell David it's only a reply brief.
the guys throw him a bachelor party.
His best friend Ricky throws him a bachelor party.
Come on, Charlie. If it weren't for me, all you'd ever do is work. Okay.
It basically changes his life.
How about a Manhattan?
We should get some more of these.
Are you a lawyer?
Yes. Charlie, how you feeling, man? It's almost 9.
Buddy? Takes on the job of playing a lawyer for his best friend.
Mr. Tuttle.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to proceed.
You said you were me. Jury selection begins at 2 o'clock.
Veteran comedy actor Rip Torn plays the oily con man Benny Gibbs, desperately in need of some good legal counsel.
Well, he's a con man. Most con men are very likable. Hey, why don't you put me on the stand? I can sell the jury anything you want.
I don't pose. I don't preen. I don't put perjured testimony on the stand. I don't make a mockery of the American legal system.
You got your style, I got mine.
And the only person who might be able to save Charlie now
Okay, just breathe. Calm down.
is a waitress named Billy.
She doesn't come across a lot of people like him in this little town.
Have a nice dinner.
This isn't what I ordered.
He gives her some attitude. She gives him some attitude back.
I like my egg salad on wheat. I like it with mustard, not mayo. I like it with 1 leaf of lettuce.
And now Ricky will have to give the performance of a lifetime.
Proceed, Mr. Tuttle.
Of course, he gets carried away with the part because it becomes the greatest part he ever played.
And if you had, would you have bought anything from him?
No.
No. Is that because he looks crazy?
No.
What, you're saying that he doesn't look crazy?
No.
Right! You can't say he doesn't look crazy, can you, Mr. Norman?
Nobody in a real courtroom falls for that kind of melodramatic garbage.
Hey, man, nice work in there.
Lots of different obstacles arise in the course of trying to keep up this charade.
Test. Give me a hearsay. Oh, that's great, Charlie. It's like you're right here, buddy.
This is fraud.
Can't we object to that? Objection irrelevant. Badgering assumes facts, not an evidence. Mr. Tuttle!
Objection.
You can't object. Can't we get around this law thing?
You're touching me.
Oh, yeah.
Holy God, what are you doing?
Injecting spontaneity.
That's badgering! Quiet!
Comedy's painful.
The defense rests!
forces in nature, none is more dangerous than man.
Tonight.
You still love me?
I love you.
I'm gonna try to beat her home. I'm gonna surprise her.
Nick Beam is about to come home to the right place at the wrong time. Now, things couldn't possibly get any worse.
You listen good. It's a gun. Car, keys, wallet, now. Helen Keller, I'm talking to you.
Boy, you picked the wrong guy on the wrong day.
Come on, there's a truck right there.
Drive me home, I forget about this whole kidnapping. Come on, what's up? Oh! Hey, Oh!
You're a freak of human nature.
It's clear you have women problems.
Put the money in the bag.
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
You take that money back. Move out. I'm not going anywhere until you return. Here we go. How stupid can you be? There are smarter ways to do it.
Enlighten me.
Wear a mask.
You know, I never noticed before, but you got really nice eyes.
Touchstone Pictures presents
I'm alive!
two men with everything to gain
You go for the big score.
Am I hearing you right?
One robbery, you're set.
and nothing to lose.
The money!
It's not your money.
Not your money.
It's half of mine.
Let go! You let go!
Back off. Oh. I don't want to die like this, Nick.
I really don't think you should be moving right now.
Call the paramedics. Have them meet me with a gurney.
I'm gonna count to 3. 1.
Don't touch the sheet.
2.
Are you on 2 already?
3.
I got it. Go, boy.
Nothing to lose.
What kind of man stays out till 2:30 in the morning? Boy, don't you talk back.
Don't talk back to your mother.
You got that slap 'cause you with it.